Today, we'll be showing you in more detail a few different application procedures of RubbaFIX, along with the basic tools required to ensure your repair is a success. To ensure your RubbaFIX repair compound adheres to its full capability, the following tools and accessories will be required. If unsure with site safety requirements, please check with your shift supervisor. A variable speed 7-inch orbital buff. A wire wheel attachment for initial preparation. A 70 to 80 grit sanding pad for final buffing. A knife to cut away loose rubber. Alcohol-based solvent to clean the belt, similar to acetone. Rags. A hot air gun. And of course, gloves, safety glasses and/or face shield. And any additional PPE required by the site. To correctly prepare the surface of the rubber, cut away all loose edges and skive the edges of the repair or groove to 35 to 45 degrees to ensure maximum rubber adhesion. If a complete split, both top and bottom cover should be skived and prepped to ensure maximum bond. Being careful not to burn the belt, use the wire wheel to even out the surface of the repair and provide a rough, dull appearance. In the case of a fabric core belt, cut away loose fibre. Use the wire wheel to expose as much rubber as possible. If the repair is a hole, skive edges of the hole to create a cone-like appearance. Place a heavy-duty tape across the bottom and cover to seal. It's good to note that the size of the hole possible to repair is dependent on the thickness of the belt. You'll need at least 2/3 of the repair to be rubber in order for RubbaFIX to bond. The same calculation applies when completing an edge repair. Next, lightly wipe the repair surface using an alcohol-based cleaner, similar to acetone. This will remove any impurities, leaving a clean, dry adhesion surface. After cleaning, repair surface should be heated to around 100 degrees Celsius using a hot air gun. If repairing a long groove, the cleaning should be done in sections, applying the product immediately after heating. This will ensure the surface remains free of impurities. Whether using the Melter Mini or Melter Pro, the application process is identical once your chosen applicator has reached full temperature. Using a hot air gun, heat the rubber surface to 80 to 100 degrees Celsius to raise the temperature of the belt. This will allow any remaining solvent to evaporate prior to application, ensuring maximum adhesion. In order to make sure the adhesion surface is properly coated, apply product and massage with the nozzle of the gun in order to push away any air bubbles. Once initial coverage is complete, simply fill repair with RubbaFIX, removing any air bubbles by massaging with the hot nozzle. Where suitable, the flat nozzle can be used as a hot scraper to level the repair. In the case of the repair being on an angle, gradually layer up RubbaFIX in sections to avoid product running out of the repair. For smaller repairs where using the Melter Mini, allow a full 10 minutes of warm-up to reduce the chance of airlocks in the chamber. Going to work too quickly will cause a slower flow rate. If the gun begins to leak, simply open the chamber to release the pressure. When using the Melter Pro on sizable repairs such as long grooves, keep an eye on the product temperature as it exits the nozzle. If it appears to be boiling, simply drop the tank and nozzle temperature settings by 10 degrees using the control panel. This will avoid chances of air pockets on the adhesion surface. RubbaFIX will contract slightly as it cools, so allow enough product to buff smooth by overfilling the repair compound by 1 mm. RubbaFIX will adhere to itself. If the repair has cooled and appears too low, simply rub the nozzle over the clean repair and top up with more product. If using RubbaFIX as an adhesive, simply prepare and heat both adhesion surfaces using the same method as repair, once again utilising the wire buff and hot air gun. Apply the product ensuring complete coverage of the surfaces and allow time to cure. RubbaFIX can be buffed smooth to avoid belt scraper contact in as little as 15 minutes. Time will depend on the thickness of the repair. If the repair appears hard and no longer sticky, take to the surface with an orbital buff wheel. For best results, buff RubbaFIX at a fast pace of around 4,000 RPM with a light amount of pressure. As the surface of RubbaFIX will reheat while buffing, use the direction of the buff wheel to manipulate and smear the repair compound over the edges of the repair to avoid contact with belt scrapers. This will also avoid the repair pulling away from its adhesion surface. If a patch repair or hole, buff around the repair to ensure the smear is evenly spread over all edges. With a groove, buff along with the repair rather than across it. Once buffing is complete, RubbaFIX will take on average half an hour to cool down to its cured state. This is dependent on the volume of the repair. To ensure RubbaFIX is completely adhered, especially in a breakdown situation, once repair is no longer sticky and the adhesion surfaces are sealed, pour icy water over repair in order to cool it down to its optimum bonding temperature. Once in service, like the belt, RubbaFIX will harden and soften slightly, depending on the ambient temperature. For further training, information or assistance, contact your local RubbaFIX representative or visit RubbaFIX.com.